Alright, so next what we're going to have to do is take off our sprocket on the back off the old wheel and replace it. Take the one off here that's already on here and replace it with this one, because it obviously, you can tell by looking at it, it's not the same at all. You know, the teeth, probably not the best way of doing it, but the yeah, it's slightly short. Seems slightly shorter. I'm not going to count the teeth. It could be that there's the same amount of teeth on there, but being as it's you can tell by these here, they're obviously different. Yeah, there could be the same amount of teeth on there, but it's unlikely, because I think one was for one was off a 200 and one's off a 125, so there'll be different ratios anyway on there, so more than likely than not. And obviously, as you can see, they're both Lifan and they're both different. They just look different, the sprockets, so they're not going to be the same really. We can see that we've got ourselves a circlip, or as you call them in America, a snap ring on both of them, so we get to try those circuit pliers, them brittle or Mac Stanley ones that I picked up. These look a bit ropey, I will be honest, these nuts on here, so I don't know how we're going to go about that with them. Look at them, they all look like they've been scraped on the side or something. Don't know what's been going on there. These ones are not so bad. You know, this could be. I might need a nut splitter or something on the end of these. Although yeah, they do. These are nuts on here. You can see the centre there. It's just been worn into it. So. Yep, that could be a problem. They might be a test for the Zion sockets. I don't have any Zion in 1/2 inch or 3/8 though, so I don't know if I can try the 1/4 inch with an adapter onto a 3/8 drive or not. So we'll see about that. But they may have to be get a nut splitter and split the nuts off, or even just grind them off. I don't know yet. I mean, they do look a state, to be honest, but we'll see. Okay, we've got our snap ring pliers, those brittle or Stanley Mac Expert ones. We've got ourselves our snap circlip or snap ring on there. So we're using the bent ones. That makes it easier for something like this. Obviously, I could have just used the straight ones. I'd have had to have held them up here. It would have still worked exactly the same, but it's just been a little bit more awkward. So you pop them in there like that, and off it pops actually. Didn't half spring off there. There we go, there's our clip. Now we need to do the same over here. Then obviously we can get at the nuts now. Again, see, it's a good job I bought these. I probably could have got away with using those ones with the interchangeable heads, but these are thicker. Would have been a lot better, or they were a lot better. It's a good job I picked those up. That's why you buy something in lieu. You know, I was always a good believer in, buy something as I need it, but if you're not ever going to use it, then you've wasted money. However, in this sense, it was kind of an educated buy, as I realised that I may need to use it after all, and I did. So I'll take a guess these may be a 15 or 16. Yep, 15. There we go. 15. So we'll try our Bergen breaker bar again. Don't have any don't hold out too much I don't hold out too much hope for this little breaker bar at the minute, though, to be honest, but we'll see. No, I think we need something a little bit meatier on there, I think. And that is that rounded, that might actually need a spanner or something on the flats instead. Well, not rounded, but it's ground down so much that it's spaced it out a little bit more. How about this one? Yeah. This one is pretty much perfect, but it is very stiff. So, probably need something a bit bigger. Maybe even the blowtorch out on it. Alright, so I'll give them get the flats of a open-ended spanner and the mallet. Just give it a bang. There we go. One done. Goes. Starting to move now. There we go. Still being stubborn. Obviously they can't be used. Maybe think I'm going to be buying, I'll keep hold of them though, just to make sure I know what thread nuts they are. I think they'll be replaced with some brand new ones by the look of it. This. Yeah. Off that comes. Okay, when it comes to putting the circlet back in, if you've got a punch with a flat end, or even an old screwdriver that you don't, flat-ended screwdriver that you don't mind hitting on the back of, just put it all the way around the circlip. Just give it a tap all the way around. It's just to make sure it's located in that recess, otherwise it would fling off when you're driving along or riding along rather. Now, being as this circlip is really the only thing that's holding this on, all these these studs is basically form the drive, because they lock in there, and that's what drives the wheel off the chain. That obviously I've got to get some replacement nuts for that. I've got to find out what the size thread is first, because being Chinese, I don't know. They may. I've just ran some dyes over one of the studs off the old wheel, and I can't get one of my dyes to go over it, so it's looking somewhere between M10 and M12 at the minute on what I've got. So what I'll have to do is get one of the ropey looking nuts that we took off and check my taps and put a tap through there and see if we can get a reading off one of the taps for that nut before I go and buy some brand new ones. So basically I can go ahead and put this wheel back on now as it is onto the spindle on the swing arm on the bike, and get that back on there. And then once the brand new nuts, I've got some brand new nuts, or they come if I order them online, I can put them on and tighten them up then when it's already on the bike, because that circlip's holding it on in any case, firm enough for that. Okay.